What's going on? What's going on? Wait till some heads come into the building before I begin to expound on the caption that you see. I usually don't get involved in politics and cases and things of this nature, but this is hold on, I gotta pull it up. What's up? My bad. Doing business, so it's hard for me to go live and take care of my business at the same time. But there's a few people in here. I just want to touch on the Amber Guyger outcome, verdict, or whatever. I'm not even talking about the verdict. I'm talking about the reaction. You know what I mean? Like, listening to all the evidence and everything, I personally believe that it was an accident. Like, she was out of her fucking mind. But I think she should have got over 10 years. You know? That's neither here nor there. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about black folk. Like, our reaction. Somebody that's not our color does some fucked up shit to us, and we're just so ready to just publicly forgive them and kowtow and just act like spineless jellyfish, and that shit is fucking sad, man. It's always like backed by Christianity. I think Christianity is one of the most detrimental things to the black community, and I think that's one of the reasons why we're so subjugating and docile, because we believe in that bullshit as a whole. But you can't tell anybody how to grieve. You can't tell anybody how to feel or how to react when they go through like whatever it is that they go through. But like, it's like, damn, have some fucking dignity, yo. Have some dignity, like as like some of these pro-black cats would say. I'm not pro-black. I'm just pro-logic. But still, like, I believe in, like, we do have to stay on code. Like, even if you feel that way, like you want to hug the person that did something wrong to you, like, even if you have that feeling, like, keep that shit to yourself, man. That shit looks fucking insane to me. This woman just bust into the wrong apartment, panicked, shot some dude that was minding his business. I eat a lot of ice cream. That could have been me getting shot over eating some ice cream. Didn't bother nobody. Didn't do anything to nobody. She was in the wrong place and panicked. There's another side topic. If you that nervous and shit and panicking, why the fuck does the government like allow you to like brandish a weapon or have a job which enables you to brandish a weapon, man? You know what I mean? If you got that type of like those type of shitty ass nerves. But anyway, she kills this motherfucker, and she's in court. One of the bailiffs stroking her hair. The verdict, you know, the verdict comes down, and then the brother of the murdered asks the judge, "Please, can I give her a hug?" Like, what the fuck, yo? Like, you know what I mean? Like, in this instance, it's okay. I'm not saying be vengeful and go out and try to commit murder and try to get revenge. I'm not saying that. You know what I mean? Because that's not who I am. But yo, at least be angry, or don't give them that benefit. Let that motherfucker stew in what they did wrong, man. It's like, you're not gonna get no brownie points from white people by acting like that. That shit just makes you look weaker. And to me, that makes them treat us that much worse. Because it's like, yo, it don't matter what I do to these people, they gonna always come back and cry because we got Stockholm syndrome. And like, we always trying to look good for white folks. So, and that shit is black. Just show that you angry. I'm not giving you no debt. I remember like one of the jobs I got fired from a couple of jobs. One job I got fired from, I shook these assholes' hand and shit, you know, and totally wrong why I got let go. Bullshit. And then, you know, reflecting on them, you know, trying to get the white sympathy and shit. Maybe they'll give me a recommendation for the next one. You know what I mean? Because even though I got fired, you know, I still shook his hand. Fuck that bullshit. And I told myself, I never wanted to be in that position again, you know. Unfortunately, it happened. I got fired at another job. And, you know, just reflecting on the first job I got fired from, I said, yo, I would never shake the hand of a motherfucker that railroads me, yo. Why the fuck would you shake their hand and say thank you and hug the person that fucking totally shitted on you, that has no regard for your being or your person or your life? That shit is corny, man. No other group does I never seen no other group do no bullshit like that. You don't see fucking Jews like shaking hand with like Hitler's relatives. You know what I'm saying? You don't see no shit like that, man. Hell, you don't even see like the Japanese from fucking Hiroshima shaking hands with black folks. Not black folks. Shaking hands with American World War II veterans. You don't see no shit like that. That shit is wild to me. Every now and again, you have an anomalous situation. Like, I forget which show I was watching, but some like Korean or Vietnam veteran or something killed some person's family, but he wound up, I forget what happened. Like the son of the Vietnam veteran that got killed found out the American that did it, but he wanted to be friends with the father. That's a rare fucking weird case. And it's war. It's war. You know, it's kind of expected. Your pops is in war or whatever. You know, it's expected he might get killed by the enemy. And then sometimes the enemy has remorse. 30, 40, 50 years pass by. You go by. You want to clear your skeletons and your demons. I get that. But the guy that just was deceased, like that just got killed, and I'm sorry if I don't remember his name, but his body is still warm. His blood cells is probably still alive, man. This dude, his body is still warm in the ground, and they hugging and forgiving and just looking spineless and gutless, and that shit is just like, that's not a good look on my people, man, like, at all. Like, I could let things go. I could not seek vengeance, but I ain't gonna try to be. After you do something that egregious to me or mine, I'm not trying to be your fucking friend. I'd rather you just not exist to me personally. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather you just not exist to me, man. But, and then from what I heard, like, the victim's father says that he wants to be Amy Guyger's friend. I want to be her friend. Like, they almost see this like this is some opportunity to, like, get in good with God. Like, oh my goodness, some tragic shit just happened, so this is the perfect opportunity to be a good Christian and kowtow to God. Like, what? What the fuck? Like, shit is sad, man. You do something crazy like that to me or mine. Like I said, I'm not saying I'll retaliate, come back, and try to, you know what I'm saying, exact my revenge or anything like that. But like, yo, I'm not fucking trying to seek approval from like the motherfuckers that did some crazy shit like that, man. Like, that shit is bugged out to me, man. I don't get it. I don't understand it. Now, from what I hear, like as far as I think they were St. Lucian, if I'm not mistaken, the person that she killed and his family. And West Indians in general, they view whites a little bit differently than Americans do. So I get that. So they you know what I'm saying? And from what I hear, a lot of them are Christian to the core, and they believe in a white Jesus. So they associate the white people that they see with their God and their Savior. So that's why it's that much easier for them to forgive than to forgive somebody that looks like them. You know what I mean? And that's why. But it ain't just them, because even like a couple of years ago, like with the Dylan Roof situation, this motherfucker killed 9 people in a church. went in with a shotgun or whatever type of weapon he had, and he blew 9 people away, all age ranges, elderly to young. And they said, we want to forgive that brother, and we would let him back in our church. Like, what the fuck? That don't make no sense. How the hell is that a part of God's plan, yo? Place, the church is supposed to be a sanctuary, a place where you feel safe, where you can do your worship and not have to worry about motherfuckers coming through and spraying, and even that's not safe. But that's a whole nother topic, because I think what's happened is, my boy Javon Vintners touched on this, I think a lot of these things are orchestrated to cause fear. It's all about gun control. You know what I'm saying? If they make us feel unsafe in any stage of reality, because there was terrorist attacks in what, movie theaters, concerts, nightclubs, movie theaters. What was it? Movie theaters, concerts, nightclubs, churches, parks. Basically, any public place that you could think of. There were mass killings. So it's basically it's almost like creating like fear and hysteria. And we got to get the guns off the street. Nobody should have guns but the government. And if you do that, man, if you disarm the citizens, man, the government could just become totalitarian and just take over everything. And then there won't be any type of resistance from the citizens unless it's just underground guns and stuff like that. But the only issue I have with that theory is that if the government really wanted to take us over, the government got way bigger guns and more fucking artillery than any citizen could ever have. But I feel like there's a lot of relatively good people that work for the government that prevent some shit like that from happening. So, I'm all over the place, but I don't know, man. I wish we were more forgiving towards each other and trying to forgive these motherfuckers that don't give a fuck about us. And when I say white people, I don't mean every white person. I just mean like people of the dominant society that we see on television who just so happen to, when you see the pictures of them, it's always white versus black. But then that could also be constructed by the media as well to create this narrative. So I get that as well. But that shit is just sad, man. Our God tells us to forgive. And it's funny, we can, a lot of us will adhere to certain scriptures, but won't adhere to other scriptures, like don't fornicate and don't be a glutton. Even though so many of our people that go to church is like morbidly obese, and we talking about forgiveness, but we can't even control the fork. You can go to quote unquote hell for being a glutton as much as you can go for being a murderer, if you believe in that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. That shit is some sober and somber shit, man. Like I said, we don't like something bad to us happens by a motherfucker that don't give a fuck about us. I'm not saying you got to go out and exact revenge on them. Like call the authorities, do what you got to do to get justice served, but to forgive them and want to hug them and all this shit. This motherfucker is a savage. It's like you looking at a fucking wolf, a rabid wolf, and an HO baby, a rabid wolf in the woods, an HO fucking baby, and you capture the wolf and then you want to try to pet the wolf and want to live amongst the wolf after the wolf. The wolf got your baby blood and bones fresh on its fucking jowls. And you want to befriend that shit, man. Knowing that the wolf is cornered, so it's not going to do nothing. But knowing damn well if that wolf had the opportunity, it would devour your ass, man. And that's who you want to befriend. That's who you want. What's the word I'm looking for? That's whose approval you want. A fucking wolf that just ate your baby. You want the approval from that, man. Like. Bruh. Shit's sad, yo. It's sad, but you know what I mean? It is what it is, man. Enough of us gotta speak out about it. Like I said, We don't got to be vengeful and belligerent and warlike. But damn, we can at least be upset and express our upset and don't give them the dignity. Like, them motherfuckers should feel bad for the rest of the exhibit. Somebody do some shit like that, kill somebody in cold blood, man, like an innocent dude that was just a church guy, young cat, 26 years old. I said, like, that could have been any one of us just chilling, eating ice cream, whatever, and there's some motherfucker running and just shoot us in our chest. And I mean, cops are trained to kill, so I get that. You know, they're not trained to disable. They're trained to kill, and fucking but she doesn't really like try to resuscitate. I heard she only tried to like do CPR with one hand and shit, and then really, you know, she didn't call the authorities or the paramedics quick enough as she should have. And then, like, she texted her boyfriend after that saying she horny and she want to get fucked. Like, all this crazy shit. That motherfucker should, like, feel guilty and bad about that shit for the rest of their fucking life. You hugging them and giving them all this closure and shit like that, it justifies what they do. And then other motherfuckers see that shit like, well, damn, I could kill a black person. And these motherfuckers not even gonna be mad at me. They gonna fucking hug me and shit. So I'm not even gonna feel guilty about it. Like, you can, like some of us, we care more about our enemies than we care about ourselves, man. The Bible don't say love your enemy like yourself. The Bible says love your brother like you love yourself, man. But I don't know. That's just some sober, somber bullshit I wanted to rant about. You know what I'm saying? We need to just have a backbone with this shit, man. Alright? So I'll holler at y'all, man. Hashtag, anybody need more green? Peace.